Hello and welcome back to my rarity lock challenge. Here's another progression video. So we start off with this like Ebony Maw boss in Act 3.2. Ebony Maw can be very problematic to fight. Sometimes I wish the fight were just successfully reparry, spam heavy attack. But unfortunately for me, it's, successfully reparry, stun him sometimes, spam heavy, and then just hope that he doesn't fire the SP1 to nullify a fury buff that he places on you. And because that's the conditions of the fight, I'm gonna die a lot. But I'm still, like, looking back at this footage again, I'm proud at how I fought. I think I did a pretty good job, honestly, all things considered. Look at that SP2 dex. I mean, yeah, you can't argue with that. It's actually not that hard to dex. There's specials that a lot of people who play MCOC dex like all the time, like a Korg Special 1. It's just something that everyone figured out one day. They're just like, alright, I gotta knuckle down and do this. Like, dexing Korg Special 1, in my opinion, is harder than, like, doing the Ebony Maw SP2 dex. See, that's a little bit embarrassing. I love spamming heavy in the corner. It's one of my favorite things to do in this game. But the fact that with She-Hulk, I hit heavy, I got Fury, then I hit heavy again, pushing Ebony Maw to his SP1, of course he's going to retaliate with SP1. So that was just me kind of being dumb, but it's fine. But yeah, his SP2 is a little bit easier to dex. You basically, you like wait for the rocks to come at you, and then you dex early, pretty much. I kind of just have a feel for it. I don't have any guide or anything, any sort of like, oh, audio cue or any, I just kind of feel it out. Alright, how is this fight going? I guess it could go worse. Watch, what if I mess up this dex? Nope, got it. I don't remember what happened in my own video. It's fine. Spam heavy, this is fine because I don't have a fury buff up right now. I can successfully push him to the SP2, this is good. Alright, the fight's pretty much over, right? Yeah, fight's over. Very cool. So yeah, I thought that was an interesting fight. Let's move on to the next quest, Quest 5. So this fight with Apocalypse, I'm going to be dexing more specials, namely the SP2. I do remember struggling with Miles for whatever reason. I don't know if it's like his evasion or like his miss mechanic, like it all kind of confused me somehow. I want to say he has a 7% chance to evade on his base, and that he also has spider camo, which is miss, so he has miss and evade. I'm gonna have to double check that. I'm pretty sure I read that in his base abilities. Because as you'll see in a little bit, Apocalypse gets that like evasion counter. Like whenever he's evaded, he gets a little counter. And he's 10% less likely to be evaded from that moment forward. Just wait for that to show up. Okay, yeah, see that? It's under Miles' health bar, it's not under Apocalypse, but that was very strange. Yeah, sometimes it's weird interactions like that that just kind of mess with my head in a fight, and I start thinking about stuff that I shouldn't, and then I mess up. Alright, do you see that? The SB2 dex? Dexing as SB2 is a lot like dexing Warlock's SP1, where a lot of the advantage is just getting in really close, presumably without getting hit, of course. Getting in really close to like the cannon, right? Whether it's Apocalypse's arm cannon or it's a Warlock's cannon. And then sort of just using like the visual cues of like those energy balls coming towards you as like an indication of like when to dex. For Warlock, it's kind of different. For Warlock's SP1, you won't see it in this video, but for Warlock's SP1, I usually dex based on like the sound. I didn't know how to do any of this until like Eternity of Pain. There's a lot you can learn in just doing the same fight over and over. I learned how to dex Apocalypse's SB2 because he was like the Alliance Quest boss, and I was really just sick and tired of just like dying to him all the time in AQ. I didn't want to use any more revives, potions, any of that. So I just one day I was just like, what if this works? And then I tried it, and then it worked. It was great. So while I feel relatively confident fighting Apocalypse, for example, Rhino's a different story. Even when I have the slow debuff up, you know, just access to slow, I still manage to just get beat up somehow. I guess we'll have to see exactly what happens. Right now I'm doing pretty okay. This could have a lot to do with the fact that I'm just using champs that don't hit very hard, so the fights are long. And the longer the fight is, the more chance you have to make mistakes. That's something I've been noticing with this challenge, like using these like weaker champions, is that you have to be more consistent. You have to be better at the game. like you could skillfully take an opponent down in 30 seconds, but like if the fight's too long and you're not consistent, then it's like all those, you know, all that skill that you have, it just doesn't seem to apply to the fight like you'd hope it would. Alright, so let's try this again. So Luke Cage, on the other hand, he's typically easier for me to fight than against Rhino, regardless of slow debuffs or the rest of it. Yeah, so hopefully that brings me success. Okay, that's pretty good, baiting the special one. It ensures that he has specials to burn when I need him to get those openings and like refresh the Furies and all that. Yeah, he's really playing ball. I die here somehow. I don't know what happens. Okay, mysterious pause and clip, it's fine. Okay, 5 Furies now, we're doing great, except for when they fall off. You'd think at 5 Furies I'd be just... Okay. There's no special 3 in... Okay, there's no special 3 in Act 3. Okay, I completely forgot. I felt the wind leave me. Okay, yeah. You just didn't want to throw. Okay, looks like we're back in the saddle. That's nice. Sure would be nice to have more than one Fury. Oh, got hit in the face. I really thought I would hit him with the heavy there, honestly. So, I did this fight with Miles as well as Symbiote Supreme as well, like my remaining champs that were alive. I didn't make a lot of progress. It didn't go very well. I just kind of cut it out just for brevity, you know, keep the video shorter. This, on the other hand, is going a lot better than the other runs. I don't know what changed. What is it about my playstyle? Was I more aggressive? Please let me know in the comments if you want. If you have any strong opinions on literally any of this, I would actually like to hear them. Alright, looks like we're doing pretty good. So 5 Furies ago. Ooh, the 5 Furies refreshed. They said it could never be done. 6 Furies? What is this? We're finally getting the ball rolling. So many attempts. 10. How do we get here? So good. Yeah, I feel like this fight's basically over, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So much attack. So much taunt. This is perfect. And there it is. And that will conclude this Rarity Lock Challenge update. In the next video, I'm going to take on Thanos with my current champions. Until then, take care, have a great day.